Leaving seems like the only option for a better life. People often dream about living in beautiful countries with stunning landscapes, rich cultures, and unique lifestyles. But what happens when the reality of living there becomes so challenging that locals and even foreigners decide to pack up and leave? In 2025, several countries that once seemed like dream destinations are now seeing an exodus of people. The reasons vary: economic decline, rising living costs, political instability, natural disasters, or simply the feeling that life is becoming harder each year. Today, we count down the top 10 beautiful countries people are leaving in 2025. Some of these might surprise you, and if you're thinking of moving abroad, you'll want to watch closely until the end. 10. Italy. Italy's charm is undeniable: rolling hills, romantic cities, and food that's loved all over the world. But behind the postcard perfect scenery, life is getting tougher. The cost of living has surged, especially in major cities like Rome, Florence, and Milan. Salaries haven't kept up, making it hard for locals to afford housing, utilities, and even groceries. Youth unemployment is still one of the highest in Europe, forcing many young Italians to look for work abroad. Add in a complicated bureaucracy that frustrates even citizens, and the dream of living in Italy can quickly fade. Many families are leaving for Northern Europe or North America in search of stability and better opportunities, even though they still love their homeland deeply. 9. New Zealand. New Zealand is known for its breathtaking nature, from snow-capped mountains to turquoise lakes. But this beauty comes with a price, literally. Over the past decade, property prices have skyrocketed, and in 2025 they remain far out of reach for most young families. Rent is expensive, wages are not keeping pace, and the isolation of the country means goods are costly. Even though New Zealand has a good quality of life in many ways, the high expenses and limited career options are pushing people to move to Australia, the UK, and even Canada. Some Kiwis say they simply can't afford to stay in the country they love. 8. Spain. Spain has sunshine, culture, and some of the most vibrant cities in Europe. But in 2025, thousands are leaving due to a combination of economic and social pressures. Youth unemployment is high, especially in rural areas, and while tourism brings in money, it also drives up the cost of living for locals. Housing shortages in cities like Barcelona and Madrid make rents nearly impossible for average earners. Many Spaniards are heading to other EU countries where wages are higher and housing is more affordable. Even retirees who once moved to Spain for its sunny lifestyle are reconsidering because healthcare services are becoming stretched and taxes are increasing. 7. Thailand. Thailand is often thought of as a paradise for expats and a beloved home for millions. But in 2025, many locals and foreigners are moving out. Wages remain low compared to the rising cost of living in popular cities like Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Phuket. Tourism-dependent regions are struggling to recover fully from recent global economic changes, and for locals, the lack of well-paying jobs is a serious problem. Some foreigners are also leaving because of tightening visa rules and higher costs for long-term stays. While Thailand's beauty hasn't changed, the financial and bureaucratic pressures are making life harder for many. 6. Greece. Greece has history, stunning islands, and a warm climate. But it also has economic struggles that never fully went away after the financial crisis. In 2025, high unemployment and rising prices are pushing young people and skilled workers to leave for jobs in Germany, the UK, and other parts of Europe. Housing prices in tourist-heavy areas are driven up by short-term rentals, leaving locals unable to afford homes. Many say they love their country but can't see a stable future there. The government is trying to fix these issues, but for many Greeks. 5. Japan. Japan is one of the most advanced and fascinating countries in the world, but it's also facing a population crisis. The birth rate has dropped to record lows, and in 2025, rural towns are becoming ghost villages. Younger people are moving abroad for better work-life balance and higher wages, while older citizens struggle with loneliness and a shrinking economy. The cost of living in Tokyo and Osaka is still high, and the pressure of long working hours makes life exhausting. Japan remains beautiful, but for many, it's becoming a place they visit rather than a place they live. 4. Portugal. Portugal has been a favorite destination for expats and tourists alike, but in 2025, even locals are finding it hard to stay. Housing costs in Lisbon and Porto have exploded, partly due to foreign investment in short-term rentals. Wages remain low compared to other parts of Europe, and the younger generation is leaving for higher-paying jobs abroad. While the beaches and culture remain as beautiful as ever, many Portuguese say they can't build a secure future at home. Some are moving to France, Luxembourg, and even Canada for better opportunities. 3. South Africa. South Africa has incredible landscapes, from wildlife reserves to stunning coastlines, but it's also facing challenges that are driving people away. In 2025, crime rates, political instability, and economic struggles are pushing many South Africans to leave. Load shedding, regular power cuts, is still a major problem, affecting businesses and daily life. Skilled workers are moving to countries like Australia, the UK, and Canada for safety and stability. While those who leave often miss the beauty and culture, they feel they have no choice for the sake of their families. 2. Canada. Canada is famous for its natural beauty, safety, and quality of life. But in 2025, the rising cost of housing, especially in Vancouver and Toronto, is driving people out. Even with good salaries, many can't afford to buy a home, and rents are consuming huge portions of income. Immigration has brought cultural richness, but it has also increased competition for housing and jobs in major cities. Some Canadians are leaving for more affordable countries while working remotely, choosing lifestyle over location. 1. Australia. Australia has it all: beaches, sunshine, and vibrant cities. But the cost of living has reached record highs in 2025. Housing in Sydney and Melbourne is some of the most expensive in the world, and everyday expenses like groceries and fuel have surged. Many Australians are leaving for countries where their money goes further, like New Zealand, the UK, or parts of Asia. The country's beauty hasn't faded, but the financial pressure is making it harder for people to enjoy the lifestyle that once defined the Australian dream. These countries remain some of the most beautiful places on earth, but in 2025, beauty alone isn't enough to keep people from leaving. Economic realities, cost of living, and quality of life challenges are forcing millions to make tough choices. Leaving home is never easy, but sometimes it's the only path to a better future. Which of these countries surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you found this video interesting, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive into global trends.